Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, my name is Sofadan Yafwan and I'm student in Master of Hospital Administration in the University of Muhammadiyah, Yogyakarta. And today I'm going to present to you my journal review discussing topics of impacts of current medical waste treatment. So the paper I choose is titled LCE of Hospital Solid Waste Treatment Alternative in a Developing Country, the case of District Swat, Pakistan. This paper is written by Vyas Ahmad et al. And published in 2019 and also published in Sustainability Journal, which has been indexed by Scopus and got Scopus Q2 index in recent years. As for the introduction, this study is designed to assess the environmental impacts of hospital waste management in setting of Swat District, Pakistan. And this paper conduct a life cycle assessment or LCA to understand the estimation of different impacts of current and alternative hospital solid waste treatment practice. This paper offered three scenarios, which the first scenario or scenario A is to understand or to assess the incineration treatment. And for the scenario B is for the landfilling treatment. And for the scenario C, there is two treatment, which is pyrolysis and chemical disinfection, which is considered as an up-to-date alternative to medical waste treatment. For the method that used in the study is conducted in Pakistan and including 7 government hospitals, 5 private hospitals, and also using 3 kind of instruments collecting the data, such as survey questionnaire, site visit, and also in-depth interview. And this is classification that has been used in this paper. There is 6 classification of hospital waste, which is infectious waste, pathological waste, general waste, pharmaceutical waste, chemical waste, and also shops. And in this paper, the alternative treatment, which is pyrolysis and chemical disinfection, only treat a specific kind of hospital waste. And this is the treatment that has been conducted for each waste category. And here we could also see that the remain of each treatment will be buried in landfill, and all of the remains that can be recycled will be recycled. And this is the scenario that has been used in this paper. The first scenario is the incineration, and here we could see it will be conducted for all types of waste, for all type of waste, and the remains will be buried in landfills. For the scenario B, which is landfill, all of the waste will be buried without any treatment uh, into a landfill. And for the scenario C, here we could see the scenario C use two kind of treatment, pyrolysis and chemical disinfection, where pyrolysis will more focus on infectious and pathological waste and conducted in temperature of 80, 100 to 90, 100 Celsius degree. And for chemical disinfection, we will only focus on the sharp waste, and all of the recyclable material will be recycled. And this is the context of pyrolysis that has been used in this paper. The pyrolysis itself is the type of combustion of waste at reduced oxygen content with low airflow rate and also lower temperature rate. Using pyrolysis show a new challenge, which is that the waste must be sorted very carefully, because if there is any PVC or polyphenol chloride, the plastic and mercury that contained in the PVC could be toxic for us. And this is chemical disinfection treatment that this paper used. Here we could see that this paper doesn't specify one kind of chemical. There's a lot of chemical that can be used for disinfect medical waste, such as ozone, chlorine, ethylene oxide, and such on. And the sterilized status is obtained if there is a proper exposure and condition are met. And after and for each scenario, they conducted a life cycle impact analysis in 4 categories, which is human toxicity, climate change, eutrophic, acidification potential, marine aquatic, ecotoxicity, terrestrial ecotoxicity, freshwater ecotoxicity, and also photochemical oxidation. And for the result, here we could find that the most waste that we found is sharp waste, which is we found at 439 kilogram in a day, followed by pharmaceutical waste in 349 kilogram in a day. And this is the impact value that we found for each uh, impact category. And the impact value was analyzed using a CML and referred to global scale normalizing factor for year 2000. And here we could see that the highest number of impact value was found in incineration on human toxicity. And we could see that in chemical disinfection, the number was very low compared to the other process. And the author already sorted the top 10, the top highest, the 10 highest impact value that has been found. And we could see that it has been dominated by incineration treatment, which have the highest category. And here we could see also that pyrolysis have a quite high number of impact value, but if compared to incineration, the value is significantly lower. And for the discussion, the author conclude that the scenario C, or using of the alternative up-to-date practice for medical waste treatment, will generate a lower impact or lower index value, which means this will be better for the environment. Also, applying scenario C that the author stated would be possible to recover some materials. The author says that up to 78% of the shop could be recovered, and also 41% of plastic and paper could be recycled. And for the implementation in Indonesia, uh, what makes this journal is interesting for us, especially for Indonesian, is that the relevance of this journal is quite high because it's conducted in Pakistan, which is a developing country, which is same as Indonesia. So we could expect that the challenge and finding will be more or less same if we conducted the uh, research in Indonesia. And also this study assessed the use of incineration and landfilling, which is the most used treatment of medical waste in Indonesia. So this paper is very related to Indonesia and could be conducted in Indonesia with the same manner. And for the implementation of this journal, we know that planning of the waste management, especially in medical context, need a thorough assessment. And this journal show us that the use of our current treatment may pose a threat for our environment in long term. And this paper also showed that the up-to-date solution has proven to be more safe to the environment. And we know that the while the implementation of the alternate treatment may need a higher cost and a more comprehensive facility, uh, and might not be implemented directly at the current time. But at least we know that there is a threat that we know fighting to get it lower and lower for each year, for in medical waste management treatment. So even if we still use the same method, at least in the future planning, we could keep in our mind that our current method is still having some threat to our environment, and we could slowly and steadily change to a better treatment for medical waste in the future. And that's all from me. This is my reference that I use in this paper and in this presentation. Thank you very much. I hope you find it useful. If you have any insight or comment, please read it below. And that's all from me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.